Hello, folks. So we are back again. This time with Encore. I think we listened to Shotoshni from them before, a couple of months back. I mentioned in that video that Haris actually introduced me to this band through the track called Neelanjana, which we are going to listen today. By the way, Haris actually might not remember, but he introduced me to this band with another track. It was called Na Pavar Golpo. So that track is always there in our playlist. We haven't just reacted to it, but we'll talk about it. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think Nilanjana is one of the favorites from this band,
Hmm.
and it was, I mean, long time coming. We
Mhm.
wanted to listen to it together for a long time.
Yeah,
Just couldn't happen.
absolutely.
Now it's happening.
Hmm.
So let's get into it.
Let's get started then.
All right, let's do it. Three, two, one, play.
I love the melancholic sort of intro of this track.
Both the electric guitars, the bass, nice beginning.
হে নীলাঞ্জনা সাথে যাবে কি আমার যদি দিতে পারো একটি বিকেল ঘুরে আসি অজানায়
Vocalist has an amazing job.
হে নীলাঞ্জনা বেলা হলো শেষ চাইলে ভেবে দেখো আরেকবার বাড়াবার আগে হাত তোমায় ছাড়া নীল গানে যায় একটু ওরা যায় না তুমি হীনা মেঘের বাগিচায় রংধনু ছড়ায় না 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 আমার বুকে মাথা রেখে তুমি ধরতে কত বায়না আমার দেয়া নীল শাড়িটায়
Very gentle
আর বুঝি মানায়
beginning. First
না
chorus.
না না আজ সবই তোমার উপর আর তুমি আমার ভেতর নীলাকাশে ডানা মেলে অজানায় অবেলায় হারাতে ছিল সবই তোমার উপর আর তুমি আমার ভেতর পাল তুলে নীল সাগরে পাড়ি দাও বহুদূর জাহাজে
I love this part.
The way it ramps up the song is also very interesting. Also the transition.
Bass in the back.
আরেকটু শূন্যতে হতে আজ চোখের পাতা
Thank you for introducing this band to me. I have a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I think that Encore is pretty underrated. I don't see them a lot. Uh, Maybe they are not doing music that frequent. Um, but I must admit that when I first heard to Na Pavar Golpo, the first track, I think it was 8, 10 years old track. I, I saw there were plenty of million views on that track, but I wasn't that surprised, or I wasn't that how should I put it? I did not appreciate that song after listening it first time. Um, Maybe just I was ignorant, because when I kept listening to that song more, I realized that this band has a lot of potential. Probably I did not feel it that way because it felt like a lot of college buddies or university buddies have
Yeah.
started the band. They don't have any record label attached to them. The sound quality itself, although the song's melody is so beautiful, Napawa Gurga's melody is so
Not only
beautiful.
that, but the lyrics are also very
Lyrics are also really beautiful, but it felt like a very half-baked track to me at that point of time. But now that I listen to it again, I simply can't help but appreciate the genius behind that track as well.
Yeah, so I mean, Neelanjana, I heard their two or three tracks along with this one, and this one is something that I appreciated more because this track shows that they figured things out,
Absolutely, absolutely.
right? So they have figured things out. It felt like in
Mm.
previous track, there was a lot of potential. You know, there were a lot of things done well, but a
Mm.
lot of things didn't connect. It felt like, oh, you know, some things were off and all that.
Mm.
Just couldn't connect with me at personal level.
Mm.
This track, it seems like every single thing is done right, except for which is their next level would be the production quality. I'm not
Mm.
saying that it's very bad, but the production quality is something that they would graduate to the next step, right?
Yeah.
And this one, from vocalist to the instrumental, everything was so fitting. Everything was so well in place.
Mm.
The addition of drums, the addition of riffs, the
Mm.
addition of solo, the outro of solo, the transitions in between. But not only that, the the lyrics are beautiful,
Mm.
but the way vocalist emoted
Emoted.
the lyrics, as well as the transition between the emotions, were done so well.
So,
So you know, when I listen to this, the you have to appreciate this. You know, it demands appreciation because it's done so well. One other thing that I noticed, that nothing is done over the top. You know, neither the drums, nor the electric guitars, nor the bass, nor the riffs, even the solo
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True.
is, it's a very, I mean, I shouldn't say simplistic, but there was not a lot of complexity
Mm-hmm.
in that.
Mm.
It just, did the right things.
Mm.
All the basics were covered, all the right things. And yeah, I mean, that's why I came to appreciate this a lot. I love the vocalist, the performance of vocalist.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one signature thing about this track, and I keep referring up our Golpo. I'm sorry for that because that has become my recent favorite these days. And what the signature thing that I felt in this track as well is the backing vocals in this track as well as in that track. I don't know if they have layered the main vocalist's voice in this track, but in that track for sure it was done by probably by the lead guitarist, because it was evident in the video as well. But in that track and in this track as well, I think backing vocals was done brilliantly. It was done beautifully, and you were spot on about the, the use of drums. It was not at the forefront at all too warm in the background, just going beautifully along with the bass.
Exactly.
And I was able to notice it when I was hearing this track. I was able to notice the the bass and drums beautifully done in the background just to hold the entire track wonderfully. Um, Initially, when I listened to this work list, I was really skeptical, but here he just nailed it. Each and every transition and emotion, as you mentioned, was so spot on by him. I just fell in love with his voice. Simply fell
So
in love
he,
with his voice.
the vocalists pretty much leverage their strengths. You know, the
Mhm.
range that they have, they
True.
performed really well within that range. You know,
Yeah.
they did. In this particular song, I didn't either notice or thought that they tried to get out of the range. No,
Mhm.
but within that range, the
Mm.
vocalist performed everything, could communicate everything, and that's the brilliance of this particular track.
True.
So, quickly about the lyrics. Neelanjana is someone with the blue eyes,
Blue
as it
eyes.
says
Mhm.
in the description, right? It's talk. So the transition in the song comes from the lyrics, where first of all, the protagonist is
Mhm.
talking about the longing and deep connection with someone with the blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
And how elusive or enigmatic that person is.
Mm.
And then throughout the track, it transitions towards the lose the lo- I mean the loss of that
Mhm.
person, the, the
Mm.
the pain of separation,
Mm.
used through different analogies, blue sky, vastness of
sky.
sea, and all that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the transition towards from hope, waiting, desire to reunite, towards the acknowledgement of fading memories,
Mhm.
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 and this was the acknowledgement of the loss, the fading of memories, that the person being lost from the mind.
Mm.
You start forgetting the even the face of the person.
Face, yeah. Mhm.
That was captured so beautifully by the lead, the solo, the guitar solo,
Solo. Absolutely.
right? So I mean, I felt that way. I
Mhm.
felt that way. The way I interpret the song, the way I consume the song is
Mm.
how I felt it, and this is where I appreciate this very much. Everything was captured brilliantly. Everything was transitioned brilliantly,
Mhm.
emoted brilliantly. So all in all, super. I mean, well done.
Yeah, right from the word go, they set that tone. I felt the melancholy in the beginning itself. I love the intro of this particular track, which hooks me every time. So, very well done overall. I have listened to a lot of their quarantine session songs as well that did during the COVID time, and they are really, really wonderful quarantine sessions. I think they did one which is published on YouTube. I saw a couple of them on some other platform. I don't remember, but I think I'm pretty certain that we are going to listen to Na Power Golpo soon because I personally love that track so much. I don't know why, but we'll talk about that in a different video. But yeah, let us know what do you think or make of it, and why Encore. If anyone knows what's the history behind this band, and if they are going to create some more tracks, because we would definitely look forward to that. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Bye bye.